Intermittent fasting entails the alternation of food consumption and abstinence. You may experiment with intermittent fasting at various periods of the day and adjust your calorie intake based on the type. Intermittent fasting is presently one of the most prevalent health and fitness trends worldwide. Research indicates that this distinct eating pattern can assist in weight loss, enhance metabolic health, mitigate tension, safeguard against disease and other conditions, and potentially extend one's lifespan. This video delineates the concept of intermittent fasting and the reasons for its importance. What exactly is intermittent fasting? Intermittent fasting is a dietary regimen that involves intermittent periods of fasting and consuming. It does not specify which foods to consume, rather it specifies the appropriate time to consume them. There are numerous intermittent fasting methods, each of which divides the day or week into consuming and fasting periods. Every day, the majority of individuals already fast while they sleep. However, intermittent fasting is a distinct dietary method that can be quite straightforward. This may encompass extending the duration of your slumber fast, foregoing breakfast, consuming your initial supper at noon, devouring your final supper at 8 p.m. Anecdotally, numerous individuals report experiencing increased vitality and improved well-being during a fast. However, other individuals have reported experiencing a decline in energy and a worsening of their symptoms. Hunger is widespread, however, individuals who adhere to a regimen of fasting for an entire day on multiple occasions per week experience it more frequently. Food is prohibited during the fasting period. However, water, coffee, tea, and other non-caloric beverages are viable alternatives. During the fasting period, certain forms of intermittent fasting permit the consumption of limited quantities of low-calorie foods. Supplements are generally permissible during a fast, provided that they are devoid of calories. What are the health benefits of fasting? To facilitate survival during a period of famine, the body undergoes a variety of physiological changes when it is not fed for an extended period. This pertains to how our bodies interact with genes, hormones, and critical cellular repair processes. When fasting, it is possible to experience a decrease in insulin and blood sugar levels. This can also increase human growth hormone. Trusted source is a critical hormone that is produced by the pituitary gland and is responsible for regulating development in children, as well as enhancing muscle growth, strength, and lean body mass. However, there are additional health advantages. Is intermittent fasting a viable option for weight loss? Intermittent fasting is a popular method for weight loss as it is a highly effective method of reducing calorie intake and burning fat. Some individuals engage in this activity for the purpose of enhancing their metabolic health, as it can enhance a variety of health markers and risk factors. Is intermittent fasting beneficial in safeguarding against other diseases and conditions? Additionally, some research indicates that it may serve to safeguard trusted source from other health conditions and maladies. These may encompass cardiovascular disease, diabetes mellitus, malignancy, Alzheimer's disease. However, additional clinical research is required to ascertain the potential protective effects of intermittent fasting on a variety of health conditions and diseases. It is possible that fasting may extend one's lifespan. Additionally, there is some evidence that intermittent fasting may contribute to an extended lifespan. Some studies have also indicated that it may extend your life as effectively as calorie restriction. Clinical research conducted in 2021 indicates that even modest intermittent fasting in conjunction with healthy nutrition, movement, sleep patterns, and stress management may extend one's life by approximately 3 years. Are there any disadvantages to intermittent fasting? This form of intermittent feeding and fasting is not suitable for all individuals. You may encounter difficulties in establishing a schedule that is suitable for you, as well as mood fluctuations, hunger, and difficulty in establishing the optimal routine when experimenting with intermittent fasting. Certain meal plans and fasting methods may be more effective for certain individuals than for others. Talking with your healthcare team and nutritionist or dietitian, if you have access to one, may be a beneficial initial step in determining the most suitable option for you. More information regarding the advantages and disadvantages of intermittent fasting can be found here. Restricting your eating window and occasionally fasting can provide health benefits provided that you adhere to nutritious foods. It is a practical method for enhancing metabolic health and losing weight, all while simplifying one's life. Advantages of intermittent fasting for 16 hours. Its convenience is one of the primary benefits of 16/8 intermittent fasting. It has the potential to reduce the amount of time and money that must be allocated to the preparation and heating of food every week. A protracted catalog of health advantages has been linked to it. Enhanced weight reduction. By limiting your dining window to a few hours per day, you may be able to reduce your calorie intake throughout the day, which may lead to weight loss. In reality, research indicates that fasting may facilitate weight loss. For instance, a review determined that 11 of 13 studies on intermittent fasting reported statistically significant weight loss in participants. Enhanced regulation of blood sugar. Intermittent fasting has been demonstrated to decrease fasting insulin and blood sugar levels, which may reduce the risk of developing diabetes. 4. Trusted source. 5. Trusted source. Prolonged life expectancy. Although the evidence in humans is scarce, intermittent fasting has been observed to potentially increase longevity in certain animal studies. It is hypothesized that fasting may lead to behavioral changes, increase insulin sensitivity, and affect metabolic pathways, all of which may contribute to a longer lifespan. Nevertheless, these mechanisms are not entirely comprehended. 4. Adverse effects of intermittent fasting should be monitored. Intermittent fasting may induce nausea. Individuals may encounter migraines, lethargy, crankiness, and constipation contingent upon the duration of the fasting period. You may wish to transition from fasting to periodic fasting or a time-restricted eating plan that permits you to consume food daily within a specific time frame to mitigate some of these undesirable side effects. 2. It has the potential to induce overeating. Your appetite hormones and hunger center in your brain are stimulated when you are deprived of food, resulting in a strong biological urge to consume following fasting periods. There is a risk of indulging in unhealthy dietary practices on non-fasting days, as it is human nature to desire a reward after exerting oneself for an extended period, such as exercising or fasting. When individuals engage in intermittent fasting, they are equally susceptible to experiencing two prevalent consequences of calorie-restricted diets: an elevated appetite and a delayed metabolism. In addition, there is mounting evidence in studies of time-restricted eating that consuming in a manner that is inconsistent with an individual's circadian rhythm, the body's natural daily pattern, may result in metabolic disruptions. 3. Older individuals may experience an excessive amount of weight loss as a result of intermittent fasting. Although intermittent fasting exhibits potential, there is even less evidence regarding its advantages or potential impact on senior adults. The majority of human studies have focused on small groups of young or middle-aged individuals, and they have only lasted for brief periods. However, we are aware that intermittent fasting may be hazardous in certain circumstances. If your body weight is already marginal, losing an excessive amount of weight can hurt your energy level, immune system, and bones. 4. It may be hazardous if you are currently taking specific medications. Before attempting intermittent fasting, it is crucial to consult with your physician. For individuals with specific conditions, such as diabetes, skipping meals and severely restricting calorie intake can be hazardous. During extended periods of fasting, certain individuals who are taking medications for blood pressure or cardiac disease may also be more susceptible to mineral imbalances, including sodium and potassium. Individuals who are required to consume their medications with food to prevent nausea or gastrointestinal irritation may not tolerate fasting. Summary. Intermittent fasting, a dietary approach that alternates between periods of consumption and fasting, has become increasingly popular as a result of its potential health benefits. However, this eating pattern does not specify particular foods, rather it emphasizes the timing of meals. Different preferences and schedules are accommodated by a variety of methods, including prolonging the overnight fast, skipping meals, or restricting eating to specific hours. Potential weight loss, enhanced stress management, improved metabolic health, and potential protection against diseases such as Alzheimer's, cancer, heart disease, and type 2 diabetes are among the advantages of intermittent fasting. Furthermore, certain studies indicate that it may enhance metabolic functions and decrease biological age, thereby contributing to longevity. Nevertheless, intermittent fasting may not be appropriate for all individuals. Headaches, fatigue, mood shifts, and digestive problems are potential adverse effects. In addition, there is a risk of overeating during non-fasting periods and potential adverse effects on senior adults or individuals who are taking specific medications. In general, intermittent fasting can provide substantial health advantages when executed correctly and with due regard for the unique health requirements and conditions of each individual. The approach can be customized to meet the unique needs of each individual, and risks can be reduced by consulting with healthcare professionals. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop a comment below. Your support helps us create more awesome content just for you.